Hello and welcome to the training video looking at the Smart Switch widget. So what is a Smart Switch widget? Well, Smart Switch is in two elements. We have the controller and we have the dashboard. The controller will be using a browser, so it can be installed onto either a tablet or onto a computer. If we take the scenario of being in a restaurant, you could have a tablet on the table with an icon of a drink. When the customer presses the image of a drink, the screen in the kitchen would change to the table number. It could even be used to control people coming in and out of a building. You could have green for go, so when you press the green button, the screen would change to go. When you press the red button, a stop sign will appear. Alternatively, you could even use it to change the security status of your building from green to red and vice versa. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your first creative using the Smart Switch. Once you've logged into your digital signage solution, we're going to move up and we're going to click on the New Creative tab. We can choose to use a pre-made template or a blank page. For this video, we're going to use a blank page. Now we're in a new creative. On the left-hand side are our widgets, and this is how we're going to bring in our assets. In the middle is our canvas, and this will be published to our digital signage screen. On the right hand side are our settings. The settings will change depending on which widget we're using. At the moment we're on the default settings, so the creative settings. If I click onto the name, and I'm going to change this to service. Now on the left hand side I need to create my creative. And the first thing I want to do is add a background, because this is going to be displayed on my digital signage screen. So I can either, if I go to image, I can either drag it onto the canvas and position it where I would like it, or press on it once and it will appear in the middle. Because I want it to be full screen, I'm going to move up to my tools and I'm going to click on the four arrows in opposite directions. So now my widget is covering the whole of my canvas. I've already uploaded the image I would like, but if you need to upload a new image, simply click on Open Media Center and then Upload Media. Choose the source where it is currently residing, whether it's on my device, your computer. It may be on a shared device, Google or SharePoint, or in Dropbox, Unsplash or Pixabay. As it's already been uploaded, I'm going to click on the image I would like. So it's now got a tick, and I'm going to click Add to Creatives. So there is my image covering the whole of the screen. Now we want to add the Smart Switch. So if I come over to the left hand side, down to the advanced widgets, there's Smart Switch. I can either drag it onto my canvas or simply press it once and it will appear in the middle. To resize it, if I move to the side or to a corner until the cursor changes, I can then press my mouse button and I can resize it. So I'm now going to position that in the middle. There we go. Now on the right hand side, because the Smart Switch was the last widget I touched, my settings have automatically changed to Smart Switch. So under a title, I'm going to call it Service. If I come down, I can choose to have that label on the controller, so what the customer would see, or the dashboard, what the kitchen staff would see. So for this video, I'm going to tick it on both so you can see it. And there we go, we can see service just there. If I come down, you can see that we've currently got two statuses, 1 and 2. We can have up to 6 per Smart Switch widget. So for this video, we're going to use 3. So I'm going to click Add Status. Now, at the top here, we've got the status name, and I'm just going to have this one as Reset. And if I come down, this is a controller, so this will be on the browser on a tablet. This will be on my digital signage screen. So I'm going to change this image. So I'm going to click on Change Image. There we go. And I'm just going to choose the waiter option. Okay, click Add to Creatives. And then I'm going to go to Change Image, and I'm just going to have a black square. Okay, and that will become apparent in a moment why I've chosen that. If I come down to status number 2, and this time I'm going to label it drinks. If I go to the controller image, so what the customer sees, click on change image, and I'm going to click on my drink icon. I'm going to click add to creatives and then move up. I'm going to now change the dashboard to what appears on this screen. I'm going to change to number 1, click add to creatives. Status number 3, I'm going to call this one food, and I'm going to do exactly the same again. So I'm going to change the image, and I'm going to have the image of the plate, and again it's going to have the same number. If I want, because I'll be setting this up for 1 table, so if you've got 5 tables, you would need to set up 5 creatives. Okay, so I've now got my 3 statuses, and if I come down, we can see that the copy controller link, so this is what would go onto the tablet or to the laptop in the browser, is grayed out. That's because we haven't published it yet, so we need to publish it to our screen, and then the copy controller link will become highlighted, and I would then be able to click on it and add it to a browser. So if I move down, here we can customize the controller, so what the customer sees. At the moment it doesn't have a logo, so I'm going to click on add image, and I've got my restaurant's logo there. Add to creatives, so I've now added that, and if I scroll down, we've also got an image for offline statuses. Because we're going to be using a web browser, it needs to be connected to the internet. If that goes down and we can no longer communicate, a message will just pop up to say that you're offline. You can change that image if you want to as well. So very quickly and easily, I have just made 3 different statuses, and I'm now going to click save. Now that has been created, we need to change it on our screen so it's actually published. So I'm going to click on the X. I'm going to go up to the very top to my playlist, and this is currently what is playing on my screen, and I'm now going to change that. So I'm going to click on the new creative we just made, delete out the old one, and I'm going to click update. Now that the creative is published, what we need to do is click onto our screen tab, and we're going to go down and we're going to click on the 3 dotted lines and click on the edit button. We're now going to copy the screen link, and I'm just going to copy that into a new browser, and there we have our new creative. So to see it actually working, if we now go back to our creative, click on the creative tab, I'm going to click on the edit button, and we're going to click on our Smart Switch widget, come over to the right hand side, and we can now see the copy controller link. It's now highlighted, it's now copied, and if I now add that to a new browser, this is what the customer will see when they walk into a restaurant. So at the moment, it's got nothing on here. So if I now click on drink, it comes grayed out, and up in the kitchen would be the number 1. When the server arrives, they can simply click on the button and it will reset it, so no numbers showing, and then when the customer wants to order food, it would then appear with the table number again. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video learning about the Smart Switch. Thank you.